We didn't really sit down one day and say we're going to start a band with a ridiculous name right now. A lot of honesty, and I think that makes us work well together. Yeah, they definitely have changed. We've added more layers and a few more instruments to them. And I think just having that long recording process, that has been quite good, I think, because we've had time to develop the songs.
We kind of danced around on playing these songs to ourselves for a very long time, and then when we decided it would be good to play them to other people, we fumbled around for a long time, and then we kind of recorded them and we fumbled around for a little bit, and then when we finally had all the songs we were like, oh, let's get a band. We'd like to get a bit more upbeat for a little bit of them, and a little bit of light drums were good, a little bit of clarinet seemed to work for us.
Well, they're actually all our friends as well, so
keep it in the family!
Well, Mike Murphy is actually voice as well. So we're making him do very
when I first met Mike Murphy, he was a metal dude, and he was into metal. And then I was like, come play in a band. And Olga was in voice. And he was like, oh, okay, so it'll be kind of like Snowman. And he got there and we were all like, kiss some boys. So in that project he had to do stupid pop. And now we're like, come on mate, come and play some folk music. And who else do we have? Rob Stevens. He also plays in Russian Winters and a few other bands. A few other million bands.
Erin Williams. So she's playing the clarinet and melodica and knows everything about music.
She's a musical genius.
And Katie Locke, so she's doing keys and cello. So the cello's really nice on some of our tracks. You don't know until you start, you know, you just have to try things out and see what works.
And see who works, and yeah. I think at the beginning you always start with the easiest part possible, and then you kind of eventually, when you're really comfortable with it, you can hear more and you can feel more and you do more. And I think a lot of the time when you record a song, it sounds completely different, and then you can really hear it for the first time, and then you can add more then. And yeah, definitely, it's always changing.
And it takes quite a while to get a feel for a song.
No more chili gold. No more chili gold. No more chili gold. No more.
There's actually a story. I almost did hook up with Cliff Richard, but I was at the airport and he was coming home from his goodbye farewell tour or something, or his rad Cliff Richard tour, I think, moreover. And I was at the airport seeing my brother off, and I had a fork in my bag, and I went through the I went through the security, and they pulled me aside and were like, "You have a weapon in your bag," and I'm like, "What?" Pulled out this fork, and then they tested me for explosive, tested me for weapons. I was there for like 20 minutes, and when I finally got to the last test, she swabbed me and she was like, oh, if you'd been here like 10 minutes earlier, you could have been swabbed by the same swab as Cliff Richard had been swabbed with. And I was like, no, the fork! If I didn't have the fork in my bag, I would have teed up with Cliff and made it happen for real. But instead, we just did some photo shopping. Put a cat
superimposed her cat. She did a photo shoot with Brian the cat.
Yeah, Brian was really good.
Yeah.
He's usually such a little nasty cat. And he kind of just sat there in my arms for like 20 minutes while we wrangled him.
And the rendering's really good. You know,
Yeah,
you'd
like,
really believe that Cliff and the cat were in the pyramids.